And I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore. All respect to the ballet and opera people out there. I just lost 14 cents in viewership. But, damn, I just took shots for no reason.
That's not a shot. I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
Saying you don't like ballet is like saying you don't like movies. And that's why Timothée Chalamet sounds so dumb. But before I get ahead of myself, let's get some background on Timothée, shall we? If you know anything about Timothée, you already know that he's from New York. But doing some more research on his background, I found out that he went to the high school that Fame is based off of. And his mother and sister took classes at American Ballet Theater. Also, he was caught repping New York Ballet Theater not that long ago. So for Timothée to turn around and act as if no one cares about ballet and opera, and there are people in his immediate family who have devoted and dedicated countless hours and time to the craft, comes across like a slap in the face. And it's a ridiculous statement because people are showing up to the box office. Opera houses and ballet companies have patrons and boards, and they enrich the cities they're in with culture and arts education by giving back to the communities. And there is no ballet that is the same. Romeo and Juliet is different from the Nutcracker, which is different from Sleeping Beauty, which is different from Revelations. I know, I'll never forget the first time I saw somebody do a Petit Allegro to I Miss the Old Kanye. Yep, you heard me right. A Petit Allegro to I Miss the Old Kanye. And it was New York Ballet Theater.
First, I'd like to say that it's very interesting that he invited me to be a part of promoting Marty Supreme with respect to my art form. But I think that it's important that we acknowledge that, yes, this is an art form that is not popular and a part of pop culture as movies are, but that doesn't mean it doesn't have enduring relevance in culture. And I think that it's often mistaken when something is popular that it's more meaningful or more impactful. And there's a reason that the opera and ballet have been around for over 400 years. And I think that when you have access and you have opportunity to be a part of something, it can change your life. And that's the work that I've been doing through the Misty Copeland Foundation. It's the work I've done my whole career, is to bring more people into it so that people do understand the importance and the relevance of it in our communities and in our culture. And you see it reflected everywhere. I mean, he wouldn't be an actor and have the opportunities he has as a movie star if it weren't for opera and ballet and their relevance in that mediums. All of these mediums have a space and we shouldn't be comparing them.
Ballet as a genre is so vast, so to say it has no value is so ludicrous. And if you're wondering why I'm focusing so much in ballet, hi, I'm Charlize Martin. I have a BFA in dance. I'm an arena football cheerleader. I also do musical theater. So I have a love and appreciation for all the mediums and styles of art and dance. And I have more knowledge on ballet than I do opera. But I find it interesting that Timothée found a need to insult opera and ballet when it's no secret that he's going for the Oscar this year for his role in Marty Supreme. And I'll admit, I haven't seen it yet. But you want to know who also doesn't have to see it? The voting party of the Oscars. So when people say, why is Timothée everywhere all the time advertising this one movie? He's trying to get voters to actually see his work, which I think is a pretty fair ask since he's been left at a disadvantage with the movie being released later this year. In fact, it was at the tail end of this year. But just because I don't care about some poor guy in New York who wants to become the greatest ping pong champion in the world, doesn't mean I don't like movies. But it might be the reason why the numbers were what they were on the box office for Marty Supreme.
I miss the old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye, chop up the soul Kanye, set on his goals.